Raise your hand if you've ever looked at a stock chart and immediately closed the tab. Yeah, same. It looks like a heart monitor having a panic attack. But here's the truth. Investing is surprisingly simple. Here's why. Most people think you need a finance degree, 10 computer screens, and a trust fund to build wealth. They think you need to stay up until 3 in the morning tracking the price of copper in Tokyo. But you don't. In fact, trying to be clever is exactly how the average person plummets their bank account into the dirt. Let's look at the math. Researchers show that over 90% of professional fund managers, people who get paid millions to pick individual stocks, fail to beat a simple, boring index fund over a 15-year period. Let that sink in. The literal experts are bad at beating the system. So why are you trying to guess which random tech startup is going to the moon next Tuesday? It's a joke. You're trading short-term gambling hits for long-term stress. So what's the actual framework? It's the 80-20 rule of finance. You don't need to know 10,000 financial instruments. You just need to know 2 things: index funds and time. That's it. An index fund is basically a giant basket of the biggest companies in the world. When you buy one share of the basket, you own a tiny piece of all of them. If one company crashes, the other 499 carry the weight. You're not betting on a single horse. You're betting on the entire economy. And over the long run, the economy goes up. But knowing the tool is useless without a system. You need what I call the automated shutdown method. Most people try to invest what is left over at the end of the month. Guess what? Nothing is ever left over. You spend it on a coffee order with too much whipped cream, or a streaming subscription you don't even watch. You have to reverse the order. The moment your paycheck hits your account, a set amount must automatically move into your index fund. Before you see it, before you can spend it, it's gone. It's automated, boring, and clean. This brings us to the part you won't like, the spacing effect of compounding interest. Investing is a long-term game. It is not an overnight sugar rush. It's a contact sport with patience. If you put away $300 a month starting at age 20, you aren't going to look rich at age 25. You'll look boring. Your friends will be buying leased sports cars, and you'll be staring at a modest digital balance. But here is the glitch in the matrix. By the time you hit 50, that boring consistency turns a total out-of-pocket investment of $100,000 into over $1 million. That's the power of the compound snowball. The first pass through the woods is rough. The path gets clearer over time. The real enemy here isn't a lack of opportunities. It's your own brain seeking dopamine. When the market dips, and it will, your survival mode will kick in. Your brain sees a threat. It wants to panic, check the numbers 80 times a day, and pull the money out. Don't. Discipline is about ignoring the noise. Put your phone on silent, close the tabs, and go touch grass. Market drops are just sales on global wealth. Look around you. We live in the most resource-rich era ever. You don't need to ask an expensive advisor for permission. You have the tutorials, the apps, and the systems right on your phone. Stop being a passive consumer of luxury lifestyle clips on your feed. Stop waiting for your bank account to miraculously surprise you with a windfall. Nobody is coming to save your financial future. Not your boss, not the government, not a lottery ticket. It is entirely on you. So starting today, forget the complex trading strategies. Forget the crypto hype channels. Set up one automatic transfer. Pick one broad index fund. And then, leave it alone. Do the important thing first. Cut the useless static and go live your life guilt-free. Because you didn't let the system run you. You actually owned it.
But wait. Once you set up that automatic transfer, your job isn't actually finished. In fact, the hardest part is about to begin. Because saving money is simple. Dealing with your own psychological bugs is where most people get completely wiped out. Let's be honest. The moment you start seeing your digital balance grow into thousands of dollars, a tiny voice in the back of your mind is going to start whispering. It will say, "Look at all that cash. You work hard. You deserve a little treat." Yeah, same. We've all heard it. That voice is a trap. It is the beginning of a disease known as lifestyle inflation. Think about it. When you were a broke college student, you could survive on instant noodles, sleep on a mattress on the floor, and you were perfectly fine. But the second you get your first real paycheck or your investments hit a new milestone, suddenly your old phone isn't fast enough. Your apartment isn't big enough. Your shoes aren't cool enough. You systematically raise your cost of living to match your new baseline. You don't actually get richer. You just buy more expensive cages to lock yourself inside. Let's look at the math. If your income increases by $10,000 a year, and you immediately spend an extra $10,000 a year on a nicer car lease and weekend dinners, your wealth velocity is exactly zero. You are running on a financial hamster wheel. You are working harder just to stay in the exact same place. So what is the secondary framework to stop this? It is a rule I call the 50% lifestyle buffer. Whenever you get a raise, a bonus, or a sudden windfall, you do not lock it all away, but you do not spend it all either. You split it dead down the middle. 50% goes straight into your index fund automatically before you ever touch it. The other 50% is yours to spend completely guilt-free. If you get a $200 raise, $100 goes to your future, $100 goes to your present. That's it. It's a clean, balanced system. You allow your life to get slightly better while your wealth grows twice as fast. No extreme deprivation, just pure, deliberate scaling. But even with this system running, a massive roadblock is going to drop in your path every few years. The market cycle. Most people start investing when everything is green, and everyone on social media is bragging about their overnight gains. It feels easy. It feels safe. But eventually, the cycle flips. The lines turn red. The media starts shouting about financial apocalypse, inflation, and economic collapse. Your friends will panic and sell everything at a massive loss because they think they are protecting what is left. This is where you have to understand the core physics of global finance. When the market drops by 20%, the underlying companies do not magically disappear. Apple doesn't stop making phones. Amazon doesn't stop shipping boxes. Google doesn't stop answering searches. The world keeps moving. The only thing that changed is the price tag on those assets. A market crash is literally just a massive holiday sale on global wealth. But for some absurd reason, everyone runs out of the store screaming instead of buying. Discipline during a market dip is not about being a genius. It's about being incredibly boring. It's about putting your phone on silent, closing the financial news tabs, and refusing to log into your account to check the damage. You don't need to check it 80 times a day. You already know the plan. The transfer is automated. The index fund is buying more shares at a discount every single month. Your consistency remains completely unbroken, while the rest of the world panics. Look around your feed right now. You are constantly surrounded by digital static. Financial gurus trying to sell you complex options, trading courses, crypto projects claiming to yield 10% a day, and luxury lifestyle clips designed to make you feel mediocres and insecure. It is all absolute noise. It is designed to hijack your brain's dopamine pathways and make you do something stupid and reactionary with your cash. Nobody is going to hand you long-term financial security on a silver platter. The system is literally optimized to turn you into a passive, debt-fueled consumer who spends every dollar they make. Breaking out of that cycle takes zero cleverness. It just takes the raw discipline to install a boring routine and stay out of your own way for 15 years. You already have the tool. You have the automatic transfer. Now give it time. Let the compound snowball do the heavy lifting while you go focus on things that actually matter. Build your career, enjoy your habits, and live your life. Because you didn't let the noise run you. You actually owned it. Now go.